I've got a question for you. For someone that's not in America and they want to understand what I.C.E is and what they're doing and how they're enforcing the laws there, how do you explain it to someone that doesn't really experience that?
So normally when you think about immigration control, you're thinking there's people at the border, like there's border police, there's border posts, and that there's offices, there's like a place you go to where you renew your documents, whether you're coming as a visitor or refugee. What you have to imagine is like there's a national police agency, like a national police force, who operates inside the country, not at the border, like thousands of miles, thousands of kilometers away from the border. So it's like imagining the border to South Africa would say Mozambique, Zimbabwe, Namibia, Botswana, but ICE is operating in Cape Town. There's no border in Cape Town. There's no border in Port Elizabeth or now Gqeberha to another country, right? So this job of this agency then is to find people. So they go knock on people's doors, like bust in your door, they detain people, and then they put you on a plane and deport you, not sometimes to the country where you're from, but to a third country that you have nothing to do with. Or worse, they'll keep you for months locked up in like an open air prison. They caught you in Cape Town and they're putting you in a jail in the Free State, and your family doesn't know where you are. And then, say, a couple of months later, you're either dead or they heard that you're back somewhere in whatever country you're coming from. It's a state agency, a government agency that is going after people. So in South Africa, you also have vigilantes or citizen movements, like people who are South Africans, like Operation Dudula, who go around harassing people, at your work, traders who sit by some railway station selling stuff. The difference is a version of Operation Dudula that then also grabs people off the street and lock them away without people knowing where they are. The other phrase that I've thrown around is cold-blooded. To like sort of sum it up is, yes, in South Africa, people get harassed, people march to march, or Operation Dudula will turn up at a school and demand that kids who are not South African should not be allowed in a public school. That's terrible. Those are forms of harassment. You have politicians who speak from platforms saying and campaigning, right, for elections. Local government elections are coming, and campaigning and saying, we don't want foreigners in South Africa anymore. You have, say, forms of traditional leaderships like the king of the Zulus or somebody would make similar kinds of statements. The difference is there's not a government agency that then goes to that school, grabs people off the street and throws them in jail. That happens here with ICE.